Okay, although we are summer lovin', sometimes we are hair struggling. In today's Style File, we take on 5 common hair struggles in the summer and call on an expert to help us turn things around. I'm with master hairstylist Dennis Lee, who's joining us in studio. It's great to meet you. Great to have you.
Great to have you.
You've got years of experience. You're so good at what you do. Let's jump in with some of these common hair struggles. The first, the dryness. It's hot out there and our hair is showing it.
Yes, it's because the cuticle layer is just wide open, so it's not reflecting light. And what we're trying to do is lock that down.
Lock in the moisture?
Lock down the cuticle layer, lock down the moisture,
Okay.
hydration. And one of the big things is to get regular trims every 7 weeks or so.
That's going to help.
Yeah, because it keeps it blunt and takes out the frizz on the
Okay.
edges and makes it clean looking.
So we want that makes sense as you explain it. You want the cuticle to stay closed so it's
Right.
not soaking in that heat. So those regular trims will keep the hair healthy. You also have a shampoo conditioner combination that you recommend.
I really like the Davinus Oil shampoo.
Okay.
And then the Davinus Oil butter mask.
What makes it so great?
Well, it's just enriched so much that it just locks down that cuticle layer.
Okay.
The mask you can leave on for 20 minutes out of the shower, or
Yeah.
jump back in, rinse it out, and then you want to do the Davinus oil
Which we have here.
right there.
And let me ask you, how often am I using a mask, Dennis, like a heavier conditioner like that?
I would say twice a week if,
Okay.
if your hair is really sun damaged.
Really needing it? And
Yes.
how do I use this serum? How does this work?
Put a couple drops in your hands, go like that. It's good for your hands, makes your hands feel good, and then run it through the length of the hair.
Wet or dry?
Both, but you want to start with the wet. for
Both?
sure.
Okay.
But you can do both.
Nice.
Because it also is a UV protection, which we need in the sun.
Uh-huh.
And it's good to really wear hats as much as you can.
To protect that hair.
Yeah.
All right, from dry to dull hair. Sometimes it just loses that sheen or that shine in the summer. Help us
Yes.
out there.
Dull hair looks ashy, so it's really good to keep up with your coloring. Make that warmth happen. Sometimes even golden hair looks ashier, so keep those colors going.
So keep the color going.
Every 6 weeks or so, or also, let's say somebody doesn't do color at all, then one of my gloss treatments is wonderful for the hair.
Gloss treatments, tell us about that. It's an in-salon service.
Yes.
And what does it do exactly?
Locks down the cuticle layer, a lot of shine, and actually thickens the hair.
And do I get those with every color every 6 weeks?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Additionally, there's some products that you recommend. I love this one.
I do too.
How do we apply this?
Same thing as the oil serum, the Young Again serum, couple of squirts in your hands, run it through the length, has UV protection. This is a little bit lighter than the oil, so
Yeah.
if somebody has maybe thinner hair, this is a great one.
And same thing, can use it wet or dry?
Yes.
Okay, and what's this product you recommend?
So that's the Davinus Volume Mousse. So that's great for dull hair because dull hair doesn't have that volume, doesn't have that thickness that you have when it's perfect. So you put that on the roots, creates the volume and shine.
So that's interesting. I think I just need shine, but you're saying the volume will help kind of produce that effect.
Exactly.
We have a before and after. If you put these tips into practice, the regular trims, right, the conditioner and the masks, and of course maybe the mousse to add that volume,
Right.
the before and after kind of proves the point. You really can have a nice hair turnaround. In how long would it take you to nourish your hair back to this condition?
It wouldn't take that long.
Really?
Right.
Okay. All right, I was telling Dennis I've got 4 little blondies running around who just finished a session of swim, and we're starting to see the tint. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
That green swimmer's hair. Chlorine can really affect blondies. They don't get along. How can we turn that around?
First off, definitely wear a bathing cap when swimming. Like if you're gonna do laps and work out, wear the bathing cap.
Okay.
Hopefully the pool is salt water because it won't have that problem. But if somebody has that green tint, then we're gonna have to remove it with clarifying shampoo. So you could put the clarifying shampoo suds on the hair out of the shower, on towel blotted hair, leave it on for 20 minutes, and then go back in the shower, rinse it out. But you're gonna have to use a really good conditioning mask to make it feel better because it does open up the cuticle layer a bit. It does lift the color a little bit. It could take it all the way out, and if it doesn't, then we can make an appointment with me and I can do professional
Kind of a corrective
removal.
treatment.
Yeah.
Does the clarifying shampoo then, this time of year at least, replace my regular shampoo, or is that a separate shampoo?
It's a separate shampoo
Step,
because it's
okay.
the hair will feel dry unless you do a mask after that.
Okay.
Because it takes out everything off the hair. It does lift color about half a shade.
All right, Dennis was telling me he loves to do weddings, which I think is fantastic.
Love
Sending
doing
your gift to the
weddings.
brides and the
That's
brides
right.
to be. We love a good updo suggestion for those days when it's hot and it's sticky and we just want our hair up and off our neck. Can you show us?
Yeah, that'd
We've
be
got
great.
Marin stepping in the model's chair.
Great.
What's a good updo we could pull off, Dennis?
Well, obviously the ponytails are great. You want to smooth out the hair as much as you can.
Yeah.
But they're showing more texture with ponies. So you lift it up with the end of the comb.
A little volume.
Gives some volume, and it doesn't have to be perfect ballerina bun if you don't want it to be. The style today is a little bit looser,
Okay.
a little messier. And then take,
I'm gonna have you spin just a
okay,
little
great,
bit.
wherever you like.
Yeah, there you go.
And then do a fan out.
Oh, so we're loosening that.
So you really want to loosen it up and add texture to it,
Okay.
to inside the braid.
So good, permission to be a little messy, right? With
Totally,
it,
you want to do
a little
that.
imperfect.
Yes.
Nice.
So you do this, and you'll have a really simple updo,
Okay.
a ponytail updo.
Okay. What about the more seasoned woman who thinks a ponytail maybe is a little juvenile?
Okay. So you take this going like that. And I love the tendrils in the front. That's what I wanted to
Me too.
show.
I mean, it helps you've got a really killer head of hair that you're working with here. Marin's hair is beautiful.
My gorgeous model.
Yes.
Okay. So almost three-dimensional. You don't want to just do flat because that's a little two-dimensional.
Yeah.
So you just fan it out like that.
Nice. And then to transition it,
and
you're
then
going
you
to wrap
spin it. So you could do a really pretty chignon.
Look at that. But it's got kind of some character still with that texture you talked about.
Yeah, and that opens it up.
Oh, pretty. Okay, so an updo
you
for
do
the
a
more mature woman or someone who just wants it all the way up and off.
Or let's say you were going out, anybody,
Sure. For a little more
and you
formal
wanted
look.
to do something a little more
Okay.
elegant.
There it is. Dennis.
And something simple to do, because the ponytail that we did
Yeah.
only took us, what, like 10 minutes?
Sure.
At the most.
Okay. So this is just an extra 2-minute step that will give you that
Yeah.
elevated look. Dennis, so great to learn from you today. Do you have a website where we can get more information on you and your services?
Yes, DennisLeeHair.com.
Okay.
And then my Instagram is Dennis Lee Hair, and
right.
my Facebook is Dennis Lee Hair.
We'll meet you there. Looks great. We're going to continue to bobby through the commercial break. Get that nice and secure. Thank you
Great.
so much. Great
Thank
advice.
you.
Great advice.